Besides having one of the most famous cars in the world, being honored here today, you really like to drive yours. You were out at the track.
Yeah, I was out at the track yesterday. We had a race in the morning and a race in the afternoon. They had about 10 Ferrari GTOs and a couple other Ferraris in the same period. And it was a lot of fun. There's some very fast GTOs out there, and I was there looking good. But, even though I was going a little slower, it's still, you're still doing the real thing going out there. And, the car handles very nicely. It's very predictable. It sounds great as you wind it up to 8,000 RPM as going up the hills.
Wow.
Down the main straights. That's exciting. And it's just a fun drive.
Now, do you take this car out on the track much?
Yeah, I've raced this a number of times. I was racing it for a while in the Ferrari Historic Challenge, along with my older Alfa Romeo P3, and I've raced it a few times in normal race events. I've raced it 3 times in Laguna Seca, so I've had a good time with it, and I've taken it on a couple of rallies that are been a lot of fun. So, and occasionally I drive it around, around the area, just out for a ride, and sometimes take people out for charity rides.
Well, that's fantastic. You really enjoy driving your cars, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I really enjoy driving my cars. I've kind of winnowed down my collection of cars to cars that I can, dual purpose cars that I can race and do other things in. So I enjoy touring. I enjoy just driving them around, and I enjoy racing a lot.
You do? What else did you race this weekend?
I raced a 1963 lightweight E-Type. Jaguar made 12 of those cars back in 1963 to compete against the Ferrari GTO. And on a shorter track, it's actually a faster car than a GTO. On a long-distance track where you have to get very high speeds, it's not quite as quick. And then I also raced a 1935 English Racing Automobiles 1.5-liter Grand Prix car, and that car is a very famous car. It's known as Romulus. It was raced by Prince Beer of Siam.
It is a famous car.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, Romulus is probably the most famous British road racing car from the 1930s. It was Prince Beer's 21st birthday present. Showed up at his birthday party at 11:30 at night. Just made it, and he took it out. He took it out shortly after that and finished second in his first race in Romulus. And Romulus went on to win the Voiturette race at the Monaco Grand Prix in 1936, and about 10 other wins, and probably 30 first, seconds, and thirds in that car.
Wow.
And it's just a phenomenal car to drive. It's so fast.
But what's the sensation in a pre-war car like that compared to something like this?
I turned the same lap time in the ERA as I did in the GTO.
Really? Wow.
It's a very fast little old car. And it has low weight, a lot of horsepower, and rubber that's it has almost the same amount of rubber on the road, so it's got a lot of grip, and it can just be driven very fast. So
wow.
It was a fun day for me. All 3 cars are somewhat similar in how they drove. Little differences here and there, but you could really get into a good rhythm and not have to work too hard and just have a lot of fun. I did 6 races yesterday.
6 races. Wow. And the
short races.
Wow. But the lightweight, that's a pretty fun car to drive too, I would imagine.
Yeah, the lightweight it's about 200 pounds lighter than the GTO, and that one has a 3.8 liter engine versus a 3 liter engine, and the lightweight is fuel injected, and it makes about 365 horsepower compared to say 300 for the GTO. So it's and it has independent, 4-wheel independent suspension. So its handling is very, very good, very forgiving, and likes to be driven hard. And the GTO likes to be driven hard too. I mean, that's what really makes a race car different than a street car. Is you can, they are they look fragile, but they're heavy-duty cars. I mean, you can drive them very, very hard and have a really good time with them. And there's nothing like airing them out on the track.
Well, that's fantastic. I'll tell you what, you certainly know how to enjoy the lifestyle. 6 races yesterday, the tour on Thursday, who knows what else. And here you're on the lawn at Pebble on Sunday. So it's fantastic.
It was a busy weekend, but a good weekend.